are doing a $200 giveaway. I'm trying to build up more interest and momentum with the channel, and so my goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers. If we can hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to pick 2 of you subscribers out there randomly and give one of you $150 and the other one $50. So go smash that subscribe button. It only takes a second and it's absolutely free and could potentially actually pay you money. Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the Kaijunsen zero line cross.
But before we do, if you have not watched my first video and the videos after that, you need to go do that right now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team, and as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down in the description below. You can also find a link to our Discord server, so that way we can all discuss testing indicators and building our trading system. And lastly, you can find a link below to TradingView. If you sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money using the link below.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Kaijunsen zero line cross. But before we do, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So, to date, we have tested 88 indicators, and out of those 88 indicators, 29 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you can take any one of these 29 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back, watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. Alright, so as I said, today's indicator is the Kaijunsen zero line cross. So if you watched the video before this, then you know that we are using this Kaijunsen price distance indicator. And so basically what they've done is they've taken part of the Ichimoku, which is the Kijun-sen is part of the Ichimoku indicator, and they've taken that indicator, the Kijun-sen, and they have created a standalone indicator with it. And what we did was we tested in the last video where, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but there's these background colors here, and as they change from green to red, let's see if I can find it here. There we go. So you can see the background color popping up there. So what we did was, as they changed green, we used that as a signal to go long. As it changed red, we use that as a signal to go short. But there are actually more aspects to this indicator than just the background plotted color. And so I thought it only fair, and I'm doing this, I don't often do this with indicators where I test them twice in 2 different ways. But this one, the TradingView member who created it was not clear on how exactly it should be tested. And so we're kind of flying blind here with, you know, the way the creator wanted us to use this. And so we're kind of just dissecting it for ourselves here as we go. And as I was playing around with it yesterday, and as I was testing it in the last video, it seemed like maybe doing it as a zero line cross might actually be more beneficial. And so I thought, why not? It seems like, I played around with the Ichimoku system quite a bit whenever I first found out about it. Testing it and playing and seeing, uh, um, changing, making aspects of it invisible, and just really trying to narrow in on any way that the Ichimoku could be beneficial. And so, yeah, it's one of those aspects where I felt like the Ichimoku had something to it that could, be beneficial. And so it's only worth the time to actually put this to a little bit more scrutinized testing. And so I feel like that's only fair. So what I'm doing is, as you see, I went in and I changed the boldness of the line here, the Kijun Sen line, and I've changed the color and the boldness of the zero line. And so I'm suspect that it may kind of have like a repainting aspect to it, similar to what we found. Man, I wish I could remember the one indicator we tested. It was a line like this that changed colors from green to red, and we discovered in the backtesting process that it was repainting. And then I threw it on a live chart, on like a 1 minute live chart, and we actually sat and watched it as it did, as it actually repainted. And so I'm not necessarily going by the color change here. It doesn't look like the color change coincides with the zero line cross. I mean, at first initial glance, it kind of seems like it, because there seems to be a lot of instances where it is changing, from green to red as it goes under, and from red to green as it goes over. But then there are some instances where it doesn't quite seem like it is, or it seems like maybe this is kind of a similar type of repainting type aspect to it. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to explain any more thorough than that. It just seems like this is predicting, and maybe it's just the way the indicator is set up. Maybe it hasn't quite clicked over to that bar. Nonetheless, how we're going to do it is we need a clear defined cross of the zero line. It doesn't matter what color the line is. We just need to see that cross. Once we see that cross, that will be a sign to either go short or go long. And that is how we are going to test it today. Again, I'm not really sure. All right, let's see. Got our first one right there. Boom. And that was a short signal. Unfortunately, it was not a good signal. That would have been a losing trade on that one. Then it popped up, gave us a long signal, which would have been a winning trade on that one. All right. Yes, as I was saying, I'm not really sure what these lines here ahead of the indicator quite are. It's fascinating. Wonder if they have some kind of potential to read what is happening with price action. I've played with this a few times now, and as it's, you know, plugging along, these things are just bobbing up and down and doing different things, changing positions, changing from different colors. It really, what it looks like is, it looks like a hidden histogram that just happens to be like 6, no, that'd be like 10 or 12 bars ahead, something like that. That it seems to be a histogram here, but I'm not 100% sure. This is one thing that I don't like about the user created indicators on TradingView, is that there are quite a few indicators that the creator does not explain how they intended you to use their indicator. They just created it, they threw it out there, and you know, that's kind of that. No real explanation, and so you're stuck, you know, kind of brainstorming it yourself, seeing if you can figure out exactly how the person expected you to use it. Now, that can be extremely problematic. And that's because there are, you know, countless different ways that we could, you know, in theory, use this indicator. Let's see. Stop there. Sorry, I was measuring that out there. Nope, we ended up stopped out on that one. And yeah, I mean, if you take into consideration that not only can the settings in the indicator itself be changed and modified, but you can add other indicators to it, and you can stack other indicators on top of it, then, you know, that just creates a truly astronomical way, you know, astronomical number of different ways that we could, you know, in theory, be using this indicator. And it isn't uncommon for creators to say, you know, hey, here's this indicator, it's best to be used with X indicator, whatever, you know, whatever they feel like is, you know, a good indicator to use it with, right? Accompanied by this indicator or that indicator. And so you really run into this massive question mark when you start digging into these indicators and how to trade them. Which leads me to a larger point. So here are just some of my testing of indicators before I started the channel, when I was trying to dissect you know, what the information the other channel was giving me, and you know, take the approach on my own before, you know, I, you know, discover things. Just I want you to see this. I mean, I have, you know, page after page after page after page after page after page after page of testing results where I tweaked things and tweaked indicators and played with indicators and tried things, and this is just one document. I have multiple documents um, that are just like this. And I mean, I just spent countless hours in the market testing and playing and tweaking things. That's where I decided to take my information that I had learned and the things that I struggled with whenever I was doing it on my own and create my own YouTube channel with it, because I know that if I was out there struggling, that other people are also out there struggling just like I was. And I feel like as a team, we are bigger and better and more powerful and have more knowledge. And as a team, we can create something that is absolutely amazing, um, far better than we could if we were just approaching it on our own, and a lot quicker than if we were just doing it on our own. And so that's how this channel kind of got its birth. That was the inception of this channel and where it came from. And so um, I wanted to, I wanted to let people know, why am I rambling on about all this? Well, I want people to know that, you don't have to do it alone. That, there are tons of people out there who are trying to sell you something, and you will often find one or two things. More often than not, you will find people out there who have a secret formula that they want to sell you. And so everything that they do, every piece of content that they give you that is free, it comes with the sales pitch of, that's only kind of piece of the puzzle. If you want the whole puzzle, you have to buy my course. You have to join my trading room for $400 a month. You have to buy my $2,000 trading course that gives you all the indicators and the exact methods of how I do this and I do that, right? That's the vast majority of what you're going to find on YouTube and on the internet in general. People just trying to sell you something. And then you will find another smaller group that have information, but they don't want to give it to you. They spent the time and took the time and the effort to figure it out themselves. And so they gatekeep that information and they say, sorry, I figured it out on my own. You need to figure it out on your own too, right? And then there's people like me. There are people like me who genuinely want to help other people and want to share information and want everybody to become more knowledgeable and better at what we all do. And so I want everybody to know that I honestly am here to try to help better people. I'm not here to eventually get to the end of all this and then try to sell you some crazy trading course and tell you about how, well, I gave you part of the puzzle and now if you want the rest of it, you need to pay me money for my course. I'm not going to do that. I'm not here to bait and switch any of you. I'm here to just produce cool content, do what I love, which is playing and testing indicators and trying to build strategies. I honestly love doing it. It's something that I found very comforting for some reason, strangely enough. And so that's why we're here. That's what we're doing now. And so that's why I do things the hard way. I back test things manually instead of coding them. I try to be 100% transparent with all my information and the knowledge that I have. I try to build a community of people who are like-minded, who all want to help. And there's some of you out there that will just take the information and not really provide a lot of value back, but that's all right. I'm not here to judge you on what you're getting out of this or how you're getting it. I'm here to provide really good content and free knowledge to anybody who wants it and wants to view it. And so that's that's why we're here. So, all right. So, Kijun Sen 0 line looks like it did pretty decent. Let's count them out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And so that does just barely squeeze out the 60%. And so definitely not one of our highest profits percentage win rate percentages, but nonetheless 60% and really decent, not bad at all. Better than the background colored version. It gave us more signals, and they seem to be kind of more reliable. They seem to be kind of like clockwork, catching trends at relatively decent times. And so yeah, not too bad at all. Not too bad. So it's gonna go on the yes list. And we will move on to the next indicator from here.
If you have not already, like this video, comment below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. As part of the team, it's important that you are seeing the new videos as they come out so you know what it is that we are discussing and what indicators we are testing, have tested, and have not tested. Also, like usual, there is a link below in the description to the Discord server. You can join us on Discord so that way we can further discuss the indicators and have discussions as we move forward building our trading system. And lastly, like usual, there is a link below to TradingView. If you like what you see whenever I use TradingView and you are interested in signing up for TradingView, if you use the link below and sign up for a paid account, you will save a little bit of money. So, alright everybody, I will see you on the next video.